As Jay announced earlier, we are delighted to have in the show a lady of international stature, none other than the world-famous Shakuntala Devi. Welcome to the program, Shakuntala.
Thank you, Chandrasekhar. I'm very happy to be here.
You know, Shakuntala, you've been acclaimed all around the world. You know, you've been, on some of the biggest network television programs in different parts of the world, in various countries. When you arrived in Toronto, the Globe and Mail, the Toronto Star, everybody has given you a tremendous red carpet treatment. So we're very happy to have you in the show with us today.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here with you today.
You know, we've been following your progress for a number of years, and you never seems to amaze anybody. You always come up with something new, something different everywhere. Tell me about this incredible skill that you have developed. When did you first realize that you had the skill?
I've been doing calculations in my head almost from the time I was 3 years old.
From the time you were 3 years old?
Yes, I was 3.5 when I gave my first performance
at
the
hereditary?
university. I don't think so, because on my mother's side, my mother's father was a very well-known astrologer. Well, astrology also needs mathematical calculations.
I see.
And of course, I come from a priestly class, Brahmin class.
I see.
And all my relations are priests and, doing God's work.
I see.
So it's actually a God's gift. It's a divine boon, I think.
I see. Tell me something. How do you define mathematics?
Mathematics is a concept, actually. You see, a lot of people tell me I'm no good in mathematics. I don't agree, because mathematics is not just being able to add, subtract, multiply. It is a concept. It is the greatest logic. I think, is the only truth in the world, from what I can see.
I see. Tell me about the Guinness Book of World Records. Not too many people are in the Guinness Book of World Records for doing something that is very noteworthy,
Yes.
So how did you feel when you received, when you broke the world record?
I was quite happy, and I felt very grateful to God that He has given me such a great gift.
Now, can you reenact that scene? What exactly, what gave you the Guinness Book of World Records? What did you do that day?
I did a multiplication. I was asked to multiply a 13-digit number by another 13-digit number. And I did it. At the time I did it, I wasn't bothered. There were nearly about 1,000 people present. This was at the Imperial College of Science and Technology in London.
Incredible.
And I don't think I very much bothered about the Guinness Book or the audience or anything. The only thing I wanted to do is multiply and give the right answer.
And somebody asks you to multiply a 11-digit number. First of all, I can't even remember a 11-digit number. Now, you have to multiply a 13-digit number by another 13-digit number. That means you have to come up with a 26-digit answer.
Right.
And you do this all within the, 30, 40 seconds.
Yes.
So you're like, so what ticks inside? Tell me, what is the process? What happens exactly?
Nobody can tell what ticks inside the head. I don't think any human beings can tell what goes on inside the head. But I just get the answer.
But it is something that you have inborn in you, that it just has to happen, and you're able to do it.
A strange thing happened. I don't know. I don't remember as far back as the day I was born. As soon as I was born, the elders in my family spotted the star and the trident in my palm. That's the only thing. There were no other lines excepting this.
I see.
So one of the very old members of my family, he was a priest in the temple. He commented that this baby will have a very, very great gift from God. I don't know what.
I see.
Everyone thought that probably I'll be a musician,
I see.
or a dancer or something. Of course, musician in a very small way. I play flute, you see.
Yes, I heard about that.
I never became a very well-known musician or anything.
I see.
But I do believe music and mathematics are connected in a way,
I see. Tell me about the connection between mathematics and astrology.
Well, astrology, yes, this is a very interesting question. You see, in order to be a good astrologer, you have to have excellent mathematical knowledge. In order to cast out a precise chart, you need the help of mathematics. So if you're good in mathematics, automatically you will be good in casting a perfect horoscope.
Oh, I see.
But in order to be able to guide people and help people, you need what is known as siddhi. Siddhi is intuition. Intuition is very important. Otherwise, why not? Even computers can do horoscopes, you see.
I see, I see.
So, if these two things are combined, then you could be a good astrologer.
I see. What's your feeling about computers?
I don't know. I never gave it a thought. Because
I bet you don't have one either.
No, actually speaking, the way I look at it is, man is still superior to computers. Because it is man who discovered the computer. Computer did not discover man. you see.
I see. But but people have described you as being faster than computer in certain calculations, and I'm sure that a lot of people must be quite amazed about that. About Albert Einstein, one of the greatest scientists of the world, he was brilliant in certain field, but he had difficulty distinguishing between his left and right shoes very often, I believe. So people who are exceptionally brilliant in some area, they sometimes they can't remember something very small. Does that happen to you as well?
Well, I'll put it this way: if I'm really preoccupied, and I'm thinking of numbers or something like that, then I do feel that I can't think of smaller things.
I see.
But that, I suppose, is with everybody, even government officers, if they're in a hurry to go to some conference or something,
right.
Executives and all, they are bound to forget it. Only thing is, if they did it, no one thinks it's abnormal or funny. If I did it, they think it's very funny.
That's a good explanation. Shakuntala, you're performing throughout the world. You're going from, you've been traveling from country to country sometimes.
Yes.
Entertaining some very distinguished audiences. There's heads of states, prime ministers, presidents, and of course universities, colleges, and and high schools and institutions. Tell us about this.
Well, I have been performing in practically all the countries in the world. Including, well, let me put it this way. I've been around the whole world. I've been in each and every country in the world, excluding the Eastern Europe, Russia and China. You may ask me why not, The only explanation I can give is I'm spreading the message of God. I have this divine gift in me. And I wouldn't know how to do it in a communist country, because basically they don't believe in God, right?
I see.
That is one thing. That would be the main thing.
Suppose, you walk into a university, atmosphere in Toronto. What exactly would you demonstrate? Approximately, your show lasts for about an hour?
One to even 1.5 hours, sometimes even 2 hours.
I see. What can people expect, when you go in there?
I start with some small problems, and then I start doing big problems. And people don't know how the time passes.
I'm sure.
I mean, one would think that sitting through a mathematical session would be very boring, but they sit in my session for 2 hours, and then when they come out, say, "Is that all?" They ask, and that's the greatest compliment to me.
I see. In fact, we have a panel of people that we're going to be, bringing on the show, and and we've got some very interesting guests on the show who are going to be joining us here.
Yes.
And I'm sure they have some delightful questions that they're going to be talking to you about and asking you. And we have mathematics, the head of the department for mathematics from Upper Canada College,
I see. I'm
which
honored.
is one of the most prestigious institutions here in Canada.
I see.
And we have some students from there. We also have students from the University of Toronto.
Oh, wonderful.
Both from mathematics, commerce, and economics, and other subjects, and from other fields.
Wonderful.
So they'll be joining us, and they'll be asking you some questions. But before we go to that, now I just want to ask you about, you had an interesting meeting at one time. I heard, through some source, that you met Ravi Shankar for the first time in an airport. That was a very funny story, I believe. Tell us a little bit about that.
I was waiting for this late night flight in Bombay, and I was very tired. Next to me came a very tired looking man. He was also looking very bored and very tired. He came and sat next to me. He was carrying an instrument with him. And I just thought that, well, at least if I communicated with somebody, time would pass. The flight was already, it was a late night flight, and they announced it's going to be even 1 hour later. So I just turned around and said, "Are you going to Calcutta?" He said, "Yes." "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm also going to Calcutta." I saw this instrument. I just asked him, "What's this?" He said, "Sitar." So, "You know how to play this?" He said, "Yes, I play a little bit of that." then I said, after some time, I said, "I'm a very great fan of Ravi Shankar, and I like the one he did, the Jugalbandi with Yehudi Menuhin." I told him. He said, "Oh, you like it?" I said, "Yes, very much." And after some time, I said, you should, if you're really fond of sitar, you should get a few lessons from Ravi Shankar. I told him, Then he said, "I am Ravi Shankar."
Wonderful.
So that was that. Then I told him, "See, I'm going to be relating this incident for the rest of my life." And then we both got into the bus that takes us to the aircraft. On the way, he asked, "Incidentally, may I know your name?" I said, "My name is Shakuntala Devi." Then he said, "I am going to be relating this incident for the rest of my life."
That's a lovely story. Incidentally, for the benefit of viewers, we're doing an exclusive special with Shakuntala Devi, an outstanding scholar of international stature. She's in the Guinness Book of World Records. We have an exciting show with a group of a panel right now. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're doing a special on Shakuntala Devi, the internationally well-known person who is in the Guinness Book of World Records. Joining us as part of a panel here is Mr. Roger Allen. He's the head of the Department for Mathematics from the Upper Canada College. Also joining us is Mr. Samin Siddiqui, a third-year student from the University of Toronto who's taking commerce and economics with a subsidiary, I guess, in mathematics. He was born in Toronto and his parents came originally from Pakistan. And also with us is Mr. Christopher Angel, a member of the leaving class, an outstanding, brilliant student, I believe, from the Upper Canada College. Welcome to the program, gentlemen.
Thank you.
And we also have Mr. Baj Bedi, the president of Computerite Business Systems, a leading computer firm in the Toronto community, and he's going to be helping us with respect to our panel discussion here as well. Welcome to the program, Baj.
Thank you, Dan.
Roger, tell me a little bit about Upper Canada College.
Well, it's a private independent school that's been founded in 1829, and I think it has a very strong reputation as an academic institution, and well, it's quite difficult to get into, and I think most of the students there enjoy it very, very much. It has a pretty vigorous and strong academic program and strong extracurricular program as well.
Excellent. It's a pleasure having you on the show.
Yes, thank you.
Samin, tell me about yourself, a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a student at the University of Toronto, specializing in commerce and economics, and I enjoy microcomputing and playing sports.
Have you heard of had you heard of Shakuntala Devi before?
Unfortunately, no.
That's good. So you're looking forward to seeing her today.
Very much so.
Wonderful. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Christopher.
I think everything Mr. Allen said is true about the school.
What are your plans? I understand you're part of the leaving class now.
Well, I hope to go to university next year. And right now I'm taking 2 maths and economics, so I hope to do economics in university also.
Wonderful. It's a great pleasure having you in the show with us. Now, who's ready to go with the first question, by the way, to Shakuntala Devi?
Well, shall I start?
Why
Okay.
don't you do that?
Okay.
We'll rather start with the head of the Department for Mathematics.
Right, okay, yes. Now, I wonder if you'd like to have a go at this one.
I think it is best the thing is written on the blackboard. You
All
can
right,
give
then.
it to
Okay.
read.
Well, I've got it written out here. Perhaps I can just give it to you, and you can put it on the board.
Baj, would you please do us a favor and write it on the board?
Very much so.
Okay.
No need to write the words.
All right.
No, please don't write the
All right.
words. It confuses me. Kindly do me a favor. No commas
Okay.
and no cube root like
Okay,
that.
all right.
Just put a root over sign. I
Okay.
should be seeing only the numbers
Okay.
and nothing else. 331, 373, 331, 373, 888. This is the question. Would you put the root over sign
Yeah.
so that I know it's a root? Yeah. No, put a 3 there, please. The answer to this number, 692.
Yes, that's
Is that correct?
Yes,
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
that
correct.
is
Thank you very
wonderful.
much. 692. That's the answer. Okay?
That's great.
Amazing.
Thank you.
It's amazing. Now tell me something. In normal circumstances, to calculate that, suppose the computers were not available, what are the alternative methods of doing this?
Well, you'd have to do it by trial and error. You could split it up into 3 groups of 3, and you could make an intelligent guess as to what the number would be, but to be absolutely sure of getting the correct answer would be very, very difficult. And to do it that quickly is, well, just amazing.
I
Just
see.
amazing.
Normally,
Yes.
how much time would it have taken for even a brilliant student to do that, for instance? Or?
Certainly a few minutes. A very, very clever students would certainly take a few minutes.
I see.
And that would be remarkable in itself, I think.
Wonderful. Congratulations. Roger,
Thank
do you have
you.
another question?
Well, yes, I've got another one here. How about finding the value of 7 to the power of 7?
7 raised to the power of 7?
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
7 raised to the power of 7. Yes, I got the answer. Please see. The answer is 8. Please write down.
Please write down.
8, 2, 3, 5, 4, 3. This is the answer. Would you like me to do it step by step for you?
Well, no,
You
I
got a
think you've-
computer.
I
No,
think you've
I'm going to
impressed
do
me.
it step by step. You got a computer with you. Let's see. Let's race against it. Come on. Come
All
on
right.
now.
Well, I don't
Yay,
know, I
7
don't know
multi-
whether I can press my
Oh.
fingers quickly enough.
Come on, let's see
No,
how
wait a minute.
quickly
Wait
you
a
can
minute.
press it. 7 multiplied by 7 is equal to 49.
Right.
49 multiplied by 7 is equal to 343. 343 multiplied by 7 is equal to 2401. 2401 multiplied by 49 is equal to 117,649.
That's correct.
Right?
That's
117,649 multiplied by 7 is equal to 823,543.
My
That's right.
God,
Okay?
incredible.
Wonderful. Thank you.
That's fantastic.
Calculator needs a new battery.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Samin, do you have...
Is there any more question, Raja, you would like to ask?
Yes, but shall we...
why don't we
yes.
just split, like go across and then come back to Roger, or would you prefer to take all the questions
I'll
from...
do Roger's first. and
Okay,
then
fine.
proceed.
Roger.
Well, my next one's a bit more complicated, and it's to do with buying items and selling them and making profit. Will that be all right?
No problem, but
With
explain
money?
it to me clearly
Okay.
and let Baz write it.
Okay, I'll say it slowly first
Yes,
of
please.
all. A man buys items...
A man, he
At-
buys items.
Well, perhaps a woman as well, but
Okay.
buys items at 80...
I almost thought you're chauvinistic, Okay, go ahead. Yes.
83 for 23 cents.
83 for...
83, no,
not
83.
Okay, I got it. Doesn't
For-
matter if
yes.
Yeah, you
Okay.
write it.
He
That
buys,
doesn't mean you
he
should
buys,
give up writing.
He buys, put buys there,
83 for buys, 83 for...
for,
Yeah.
F-O-R, yes,
For, F-O-R.
F-O-R,
F-O-R. F-O-R for... yeah.
for 23 cents.
23 cents, yes.
23 cents.
Yes.
And he sells them
For
at 131
131
for 37 cents.
for 37 cents.
Yeah. Now, these numbers are a bit nasty.
No, don't worry. Be
right?
nasty. Come
Okay.
on, be nasty. Yeah.
And he makes a profit of $13
Yeah.
and 34 cents.
Yes.
$13.
And 34 cents.
Right.
Now, I'd like you to tell me how many items did he sell? It's a big number.
2, 5, 0, 0, 7, 9. Correct?
That's absolutely right.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you
My
very
God,
much.
what is that
Yes.
again? 25,000...
250,079.
79.
My
And
God.
I might say I deliberately rigged that, and so you can't. There's no simple way of making it more simple. You just have to do the arithmetic. The numbers there are all as nasty as I could think of. Well, but
Incredible.
Thank
Shakuntala,
you.
hearty congratulations.
Thank you.
That is just incredible.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you.
Roger, do you have another one to...
Date
well,
of birth,
yeah.
you said something.
yeah, I hope my students are not listening to this.
Yes.
But anyway,
We'll keep
what-
it strictly confidential.
what day of the week was I born? If I was born on the 10th of March, 1940.
Sunday.
That's what my mother tells me anyway, so I guess it's right. Yes, that's right.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Samin, let's go to you now, right now, Samin.
Okay, here's a fairly messy question.
Okay, are
Messy,
you ready,
did
Baj?
you say?
Messy.
Numbers are never messy. Why do you say numbers are messy?
Okay, Samin is a third-year student at the University of Toronto, Commerce and Economics, right?
Right.
Go ahead with your question.
Okay, take one.
The first one.
Right. So it's
Just one thing. When you say messy, does it have any decimals?
it does.
Because when decimals are there, people call it messy because you get the decimals. You're right.
It's okay.
Because sometimes what happens, you take the closest approximation and you don't get the same decimal places. I'll try to
right.
get the same as yours. See?
Okay.
Let's see.
To do that to 2 decimal places.
You want it to 2? Why not more?
That's
Maybe
that's
6
sufficient.
decimal
That's
places?
sufficient.
No.
Okay.
I
Well,
think
if you would
6.
like
If
more.
at all I want to do something messy, let me make it very, very messy.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
Yeah.
We don't want this to become a messy show.
No. Let's see.
Great, let's go with
Yeah.
it. That sounds messy, all right. That looks messy, all right there.
6543216, the cube root of this number, multiplied by the 4th root of 389456, divided by this, is it?
Yes.
Divide.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, you forgot to put this. See?
You're right.
Ah,
Yeah, you're right.
that
That's it.
could land
Yeah,
me in a
that's
mess
right.
now.
That's
You
right.
know? Okay. Now 6543216, cube root of this number, multiplied by the 4th root of 389456, whole thing divided by the square root of 4945646. Right?
Right.
6 places of decimal.
Okay, I only have it to 2.
I'll
but
give you
s-
6.
Okay, I can verify.
4 point. Correct?
So far.
8. Right?
Right.
4.8. 5 places more. 0, 0, 0, 0. Right?
Okay.
That was just
That's right.
funny. 0.
Oh,
He wanted only
wonderful, wonderful.
0.
That's right.
Joining us now as another member of the panel is a young man named Ayaz Jaffrey. He's a second-year student from the University of Toronto in mathematics and physics. Welcome to the program, Ayaz.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Ayaz.
Well, as you said, I'm a student studying mathematics and physics at U of T. Plan on going on into a teaching field.
Wonderful. Welcome to the program. Ayaz, tell me, you have any questions for Shakuntala Devi?
Well, I had a couple of questions to ask her. Two of them are, well, one is a mathematics multiplication question, and one is just a date that you...
Why don't we take the multiplication first?
Yes,
Is that okay?
I'll do the multiplication first, and then you can ask the date.
Okay.
Thank you.
The third one.
Okay. Let me write it down for you.
Could you just tell me how many digits it is, so that I can sort of program my mind, you see? How many digits by how many digits?
They're both 8 digits.
8-digit numbers.
Yes.
Okay, fine. I'll look at it once it is written down. Okay, now the question is 2, 4, 5, 9, 3, 7, 2, 8 multiplied by 3, 8, 7, 2, 2, 1, 3, 6. Now tell me, Ayaz, you want me to give you the answer from this side to this side or this side to this side?
Oh my God.
I don't think he wants the answer.
What a
Well, okay,
choice.
Tell me,
go
come on.
backwards.
I think let Chandrasekhar decide. Chandrasekhar, do you want the answer from this side to this side or this side to this side?
No, we'll keep the unconventional method later on. Let's go the conventional route first.
This way you mean?
Yeah, we have enough problem digesting the whole multiplication
No,
itself.
this way?
Yeah.
This way?
Why don't we do it differently? What about the panel? Would you prefer the other way?
No, we should
Whichever
start
way.
from the left.
From
I
this
think.
way,
Yes.
Left to
right?
right.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, I got
Right.
the answer already. The answer is 9, 5, 2, 3, 2, 1, 6, 8, 0, 3, 6, 3, 0, 0, 8.
I wouldn't believe if that was
Is it
right.
correct?
That's exactly correct.
Absolutely
Right on the
correct?
penny.
Yeah.
Thank
Right
you.
on the penny.
Geez, I can't believe that. Are you sure it's even one digit is not wrong there?
It's perfectly correct.
I asked, when you prepared this, what was the procedures? You know, how many minutes did it take for you to figure this out, by the way? The
It took
question.
me 3 minutes with the aid of a calculator.
3 minutes with the aid of a calculator?
Yeah.
And you know, and I'm pretty sure Stan or Liz would be able to tell us. I think you did it, you know, probably, you know, what about the crew here can tell us. Was it about 30 seconds that she was able to do it? Yes. Approximately 30. Incredible. Again, congratulations.
Thank you, Sean.
That is quite something. You know, I could do almost to 7 digits, but I couldn't do the 8th one. Great. Let's go with the next one. What about, you know, let's have Christopher. You know, you had some interesting questions
Right.
from what I understand. You know, I saw you in the hallway. You were all bubbly and excited about this whole thing. Christopher, you know, let's come out with your question.
Okay, this is quite a complex one. So I've got the answer written down. I think this here.
You haven't got the answer there, I hope.
No, I have it here.
Good.
Okay. All right, 118 machines,
118 machines?
yes,
Yes.
can produce 73 items
Yes.
in 7.5 days.
I see.
Yeah, this is before free trade, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
How many items can 217 machines produce in 11.75 days?
11.75 days. 210.
That's right.
Right? Thank you.
That's incredible.
Okay.
Are you impressed by that by any chance, Christopher?
Yes, I don't think half my class could get that, even with calculators. in limited time. It's
Thank you.
quite incredible.
Do you have another question?
No, I think that's.
You're quite. That's quite
satisfying.
Don't you want to ask something in dates?
Yes.
Yes.
How about my birthday?
Yes.
May 6th, 1972.
1972, Saturday.
That's right.
Right? Thank you.
What about you, Ayaz? You know.
Okay, how about September 6th, 1969?
Saturday.
That's right.
Right? Thank you.
What about a date from you?
Yes. Now then, I understand that you have a talent in astrology as well.
Very much so.
Yeah, and you can forecast dates of all sorts of things.
Yes,
Is that right?
absolutely.
You okay? Can you tell me when
In
I'm?
fact, I'm a
Well,
practicing astrologer.
Are you?
Yes.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, can you tell me when I'm going to get married?
Oh, I'll have to look into your horoscope for that.
Oh.
But I can tell you one thing.
Yes.
As soon as you find a woman whom you love, you'll get married.
Oh,
That's
that
a
is a
promise.
good answer. That's wonderful, and we wish you all the best. You know, and
Thank
isn't
you,
that
Rajan.
something? You know, if that was announced on the air in our show, then we could
Yes.
just say the head of the Department of Upper Canada College's Mathematics Department, his marriage was announced on our show.
Yes, that would be fantastic. Yeah, I'm sure they'd love that. Yes.
That's good. You know, that brings me to another question. You know,
Yes.
there was a interesting statement about a bull's tail. You know,
Yes.
how many bull's tails? Apparently, somebody asked, how many bull's tails will it take to reach the moon? You give us the answer. That was a beautiful
It
answer.
depends on the length of the tail.
One tail would have been enough
One
if it
tail
was
if it
long.
is long enough.
Well, with that, we'll take you on to Baj. You know, Baj Bedi is the president of Computerite Business Systems, you know, which is a leading computer firm.
I see.
And he's a computer whiz himself. He has devised one of the most popular computer programs here in Canada called, Busy Balance and all that. Now, Baj, you have a complicated question for her, right?
Well, I have a complicated and a very
Just-
practical one as well.
Yes.
I have been working for other people. All of a sudden, I'm on my own now. The question is, if somebody gives me a choice that you will be given $5,000 a month, or we give you a penny on incremental basis.
A penny or a
Penny on
cent?
the first day, a cent.
Cent.
Cent on the first day, a 2 on the second day, 4 and following, 8 and 16, doubling it up on that basis. Now my question is, like, somebody hires me in the month of April. I didn't take $5,000 lump sum.
Ah.
I went this route that they go on an incremental basis for me. How much will I make for the month of April?
Oh, I see. You mean which would be better? Whether
would
to
be
take
better?
$5,000 a month
Precisely.
or 1 cent the first day, 2 cents the second day. You see, I don't know if you all caught what he said. He said April. You see, that's very important. That's the key thing as far as I'm concerned, because that means 30 days. It's not 31 days, it's not 28 days, it's not 29 days, it's the month of April. So in 30 days time, how much total you will have? Do you want the answer in rupees, sterling pounds, Canadian dollars or American dollars?
Give me a liras. You know, liras.
No, I'm not familiar with
Give me
liras.
rupees. That's the
Rupees, no, I think I'll do it in
dollars.
Canadian
Go
dollars.
Canadian dollars for that.
Because the answer is the same, whether it is sterling, pounds, rupees, or anything. The answer is 1, 0, 7, 3, 7, 4, 1, 8 dollars, 23 cents.
Would you believe that I...
I'd say 23, not 33. Yeah, 23. Yes. What's the answer?
Is
Would
that
you believe that before I came on to the show, I have a program which allows me to do these computations on incremental basis, on decreasing basis. I did that. It's just on the penny.
Oh,
Would you
that
read out
is
your answer now?
incredible. That is
Just
incredible.
on the penny.
Would you read out your answer?
Yes, 10737418 dollars 23 pennies. Can't believe it. I just wasted my 1 year of my time to develop a program. Mrs. Devi here now. She can just
You know, Baj, it's interesting. What are your comments? You know, somebody like Shakuntala Devi and her skills, maybe, you know, you and Roger can both react to this. How could, is there any special way that her skills could be utilized in computer programming in terms of some very unique concepts?
I think it's somebody who is in developing field for programming and so on. If they can utilize the exceptional quality of mathematical computation of Shakuntala, I can tell you it may revolutionize the whole calculating methodology in any field, may it be in computers, may it be in syllabus and educational field. And if that quality which Shakuntala has it, which is of a rare quality, that the timing, you know, it's so phenomenally good. And in a few seconds you can achieve what the programs take for 3 or 4 months, and yet they don't come out to be right, you know.
Very interesting. Just for the benefit of viewers, we're going to be pausing for some messages from our sponsors. You know, when we come back, she's going to do some wonders with respect to the calendar. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're doing an exclusive session with Miss Shakuntala Devi, internationally well known, and she's in the Guinness Book of World Records, as we mentioned before, and she's a human computer. And with us today is a panel, with a very exciting panel as well. Now, I guess we wanted to now see a bit of a demonstration with respect to the calendar and the dates during the year 1989. Shall we go for it?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's try this.
Shan, why don't you get the ball rolling? Tell me a day. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Oh, Saturdays.
Wednesday. Yes.
Give us all the Saturdays, the dates of the Saturdays.
All the Saturdays this year?
Yeah, from
Okay.
January, I want from January 1st to December 31st.
Oh, great. Fine. The first Saturday in January is already finished.
Okay.
Saturday in January is 7, 14, 21st, 28. February, Saturday falls on 4, 11, 18, 25. March, Saturday falls on 4, 11, 18, 25. April, Saturday falls on 1st, 8, 15, 22nd, 29. May, Saturday falls on 6, 13, 28, 27. June, Saturday falls on 3, 10, 17, 24th. July, Saturday falls on 1st, 8, 15, 22nd, 29. August, Saturday falls on 5, 12, 19, 26. September, Saturday falls on 2nd, 9, 16, 23rd, 30th. October, Saturday falls on 7, 14, 21st, 28. November, Saturday falls on 4, 11, 18, 25. December, Saturday falls on 2nd, 9, 16, 23rd, 30th.
Holy smoke, that's
Very good,
incredible.
marvelous.
I wouldn't even be able to clarify whether that was right or wrong, but I could, because I couldn't see the monitor when this was going on, and you were flipping it so fast, Baj.
I was close by, and my arm is hurting now because I was flipping faster than she was saying, you know. But at the same time,
But I guess we have to clarify to the viewers, for the benefit of viewers, because when I was watching partly the monitor, it looked as though we don't want somebody to think that you were able to see our monitor and then see the numbers, right?
No, I was
so
not
your
looking.
best bet is, if you can stand a little forward, let's do
Yes.
it once more. Maybe one of the panelists can ask you the same question again some
Would
other
you like
day.
me to stand here?
Wherever, and then why can't the panel ask another set of days maybe? What about Roger?
Roger,
Okay.
you give
Okay.
me a day. I'll do it backwards, December to January. How about that?
Oh, okay.
All
Is
right.
it okay?
How about Thursday?
Is that
or-
the day you plan to get married or something?
Well, I don't know. I'm waiting for you to tell me.
That's good.
Thursday. All the Thursdays, December to January.
Yes, backwards.
Okay? December Thursday, 7, 14, 21st, 28th. November Thursday, 2nd, 9, 16, 23rd, 30th. October Thursday, 5, 12, 19, 26. September Thursday, 7, 14, 21st, 28th. August Thursday, 3, 10, 17, 24, 31st. July Thursday, 6, 13, 28, 27. June Thursday, 1st, 8, 15, 22nd, 29th. May Thursday, 4, 11, 18, 25. April Thursday, 6, 13, 28, 27th. March Thursday, 2nd, 9, 16, 23rd, 30th. February Thursday, 2nd, 9, 16, 23rd. January Thursday, 5, 12, 19, 26.
Oh my God.
Do you mind if I ask you, that was interesting because even though you were going backwards, you gave the dates of the month going forwards. Each month you went 5, 12, 19, 26. That's interesting. So even though you were going backwards,
Yes.
you were still thinking
I go
forwards.
backwards and forwards.
Yes, apparently.
No, I have the hardest job, you know. I never gone from, I don't know what the day will be in December 1989, you know.
Yes.
And I was told to start from there, end up where we are now. I had the most amazing part to accomplish that.
Shakuntala again.
I'll do one more item in this.
Okay.
How about giving me a date?
Okay.
Yes.
October.
No,
8th,
just a date. I'll tell you all the days.
Just
in the
date,
week.
okay. The 4th.
4th. I'll tell you all the days on the 4th, January to December now.
Okay, okay.
January 4th, Wednesday. February 4th, Saturday. March 4th, Saturday. April 4th, Tuesday. May 4th, Thursday. June 4th, Sunday. July 4th, Tuesday. August 4th, Friday. September 4th, Monday. October 4th, Wednesday. November 4th, Saturday. December 4th, Monday.
I haven't been able to read there yet. What happened here? I can't believe this.
Last item I'll do from backwards. Would you like to give a date?
Can you do the 13th?
13th, why not? December 13th, Wednesday. November 13th, Monday. October 13th, Friday. September 13th, Wednesday. August 13th, Sunday. July 13th, Thursday. June 13th, Tuesday. May 13th, Saturday. April 13th, Thursday. March 13th, Monday. February 13th, Monday. January 13th, Friday.
Well, let's start with the Friday the 13th, you know, before going any further. We are really impressed. I'm sorry we've come to the end of the show. Shakuntala, our hearty congratulations
Thank you,
to
Shan.
you.
Thank you.
Tell us very quickly The Joy of Numbers. That's your
Yes.
book that you have released, right?
Yes. No, The Joy of Numbers was released sometime back in Canada. Collins released it.
You're working on another book now.
Yes.
Very quick reaction. What do you think of Shakuntala Devi, Roger?
Well, absolutely amazing. The only relationship I can think of between Shakuntala is the very well-known Indian mathematician mathematician Ramanujan, who died about 30 or 40 years ago, who was world famous, and he's the only other person I can think of who has the same or similar talents. Just so I'm just amazed, that's all.
Ayaz, what's your feeling?
Well, it's very awe-inspiring. It's like the calculations that she makes are not visually conceivable. And
Christopher?
I think it's amazing too. I've grown up with computers, and she seems to even beat those.
It's been an honor.
Thank you,
having the
Sean.
program with us.
Thank you very much.
And
It's
all
been a
the
great
best.
pleasure. Thank you very much indeed.
It's been a pleasure
Thank
having
you.
you.
Thank you.